I've learned that despite the location, people are discussing DE&I in multiple different ways. And they're trying to bring it into the utilities, but while also individually trying to identify these issues, and that our future leaders do care about these issues and they want to affect change, but they want to affect sustainable change that actually means something to the utilities, but also the communities they serve.
I mean, we've learned so much already. We've talked about sessions on leadership versus management. We've talked about protecting public health. This weekend, we're talking about mostly diversion, inclusion, and equity. And that is a huge piece of what I've talked about as the biggest challenge towards what we're looking at Water 2050 is affordability. So when we look at that picture and we look at it through the lens of DEI, to actually create an affordable system for drinking water, wastewater, a lot of that is built through our communities. And I know I just keep mentioning sustainable community leadership, but that and DEI go hand in hand.
That there are a lot of big issues happening across the United States, and they're not always the same. So I hope from this experience that I can bring back this knowledge and try to find more ways to engage and be impactful for those areas of our communities that aren't currently being well served.
I think one of the biggest takeaways that I'm excited to get back and take to my home utility is probably more marketing communication strategies to connect and build trust in the community. And then also some more of how I can foster diversity, equity, and inclusion in the utility to help prepare and be a champion of the change that's needed to propel the utility into the future.
So right now, I think what I'd really like to take back to my community is how to engage our operations staff a bit more in these conversations. So I think it's easy for us to speak as managerial type groups of people, but how do you have these conversations in a safe space for people that are working every day outside of the office, in the field, from their trucks? In the worst kind of weather conditions we can throw at them, but make it important as much as it is to turning a valve and maintaining the system, but also to making sure that we have conversations that will move everybody forward throughout the community and their career path and development.
The most exciting thing about this weekend is getting to connect with people from all across the country, including Canada. I don't want to leave out our Canadian friends, but looking at people that are dealing with drought issues in the Southwest, looking at flooding issues, looking at, we've had water crises in various places across the country. So getting to talk with the other members of the cohort firsthand and seeing what their perspectives are, you take away so many lessons from that. And I think that's the most unique and powerful thing about this program.
It's diverseness, right? So everyone's coming from different spaces, not just their job titles and not just the location of their job titles, but how they got there. And so they're bringing that with them as we have these conversations. And so it's not just all operators, it's not just all managers, it's people from all different locations and sharing their experiences holistically, but also honestly, coming to the table saying, I'm not well versed in this, I'm having issues in this, so how can we fix this? And so I think that's really important, and it's been a blessing to be here to hear about that.
Being in a cohort of 50 members, from every area of the nation, it's great. We're able to discuss things that may happen in other regions that we wouldn't normally discuss, and looking at things from that broader lens has definitely opened my eyes.
You get a lot from a conference, but being in an immersive space like this is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'll take that forward with me.
I would definitely encourage anyone that's looking to grow and really want to advance in the utility in the future to invest in this program, take the time, soak it up like a sponge, and really just be the best that they can be for the community.
Yeah, I would say just go for it. you can be a shy person, you can be a loud person, but I think in these types of environments, you're allowed to be whoever you need to be, if that's just sitting back and listening or speaking every time. And anytime you have an opportunity to work together with a bunch of different people that you'll never meet on a day-to-day basis, I think you have an opportunity to learn.
So I definitely would recommend, anyone who feels like they're on the cusp of applying, definitely go ahead and apply.
Do it because it's going to give you the opportunity to meet people and hear experiences that you either never heard about or will affirm what you're feeling. And so being in either one of those spaces offers you opportunities to grow and learn. If you're having hesitations for applying, do it.